Picture this. You just spent nearly $2,000 on the most futuristic phone on the globe. You're seated in a coffee shop, ready to show off that enormous, unfolding screen to your buddies. But once you open it, the first thing they notice isn't the brilliant colors or the multitasking power. Instead, they point right at the center and ask, "What's that line in the middle?" That's the crease problem, the one physical defect that has dogged the folding phone market for years and deterred millions of skeptics from making the move. But according to the latest reports, Samsung is now set to eliminate that line for good. For years, Samsung's tech has pushed boundaries, but the visible line where the screen bends has remained a persistent challenge. That's about to change with the Z Fold 8. Industry rumors claim Samsung is replacing the old manner of folding with a breakthrough metal display plate made by laser drilling. Instead of the screen folding at a sharp point, this innovative design distributes tension over the surface as you bend the gadget. On a tiny scale, this provides a smooth curve rather than an abrupt fold, potentially eradicating that awful central line once and for all. This isn't just a maybe. We have concrete information that the 2026 lineup is already under full-scale production. The Z Fold 8 have officially surfaced in the GSM IMEI database. We've even obtained the model numbers. SMF976U for the fold and SMF776U for the flip. These data are for the American versions, but they show that Samsung is working hard to take up the market in 2026. But wait, there's more. Samsung has a one more thing moment concealed in their files. The database now has a third foldable with the codename H8. Speculation is reaching a fever pitch that this is an altogether new form factor, a wide variation having a passport-style display. Why the rapid change? It's all about the competition. Industry rumors claim this broader, more luxurious design is Samsung's direct weapon to counter Apple's long-rumored foldable iPhone. Samsung is no longer only manufacturing phones that fold, they are striving to perfect the glass itself. If they can actually eliminate the crease, would it finally be the turning point that convinces you to buy a foldable handset? Samsung Display recently showcased the technology at Consumer Electronics Show 2026, and the guests who viewed the panel in person remarked that the screen seemed almost totally flat when opened. Unlike the older folding phones, where the crease was obvious to discern, this new panel made it tough to determine that the display even folds. Rumors also say that Apple's future foldable iPhone, which is slated to roll out this year, could also boast the use of the creaseless panels with metal plates from Samsung. The new foldable OLED screen was demonstrated side by side with the display used in the Z Fold 7, and the difference was evident. The older panel still displayed a crease at certain angles, whereas the new one looked smooth across the fold. Samsung Display claims the panel allows text and images to seem continuous, without distortion in the center. A dedicated test area at the booth highlighted how the screen remained even when extended entirely. In typical daylight, the wrinkle was barely evident, which might make foldable phones feel more natural to use. Furthermore, the business explained that by lowering tension on one particular place, the screen is less likely to develop a deep crease over time. The metal plate is claimed to be provided by South Korean business Fine and Tech. Some early versions of the panel also appear to have a hidden front camera under the display, helping keep the screen clean and uninterrupted. According spec to it is rumored to arrive with an 8-inch AMOLED panel coupled with a refresh rate of 120 Hz. People are saying that the device will be able to get as bright as 2,600 nits. Furthermore, the gadget may possibly offer a 367 ppi. Alongside the folding display, the device will also feature an outside display of 6.5 inches that is also believed to come with a 120 Hz refresh rate. It is also said that the exterior display would include Gorilla Glass Ceramic 2, which is scratch-resistant. Furthermore, the device may run on the Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset. It may also come with 12 GB and 16 GB RAM variants and up to 512 GB storage configurations. Out of the box, the tablet is likely to be launched with One UI 8.5, which will be based on Android 16. In terms of optics, the device may sport a triple camera arrangement at the rear that combines a 200 megapixels primary sensor, a 12 megapixels ultra-wide sensor, and a 10 megapixels telephoto sensor. On the front, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8 is expected to sport a 10 megapixels camera that would be excellent for selfies and video chats. Foldable phones already reside at the premium end of the market, and if a creaseless display makes its way into the Samsung Z Fold 8, it might push the price up much higher. While the business has not officially announced the launch, early indications suggest that the device may arrive in the second half of 2026, possibly as early as July. Foldables are quietly but surely developing a name for themselves in the business. While book-style foldables like the Z Fold 7 cost an outrageous amount, devices like the Z Flip series and other flip-style foldables provide a compact option at a considerably lower price point. However, keeping the asking price unchanged also comes with certain concessions, particularly in the hardware department. A news source says that this might be true for the Z Flip 8. Dutch publication Galaxy Club reports Samsung will outfit the same arrangement from last year's Z Flip 7. This means Samsung's next flip-style foldable will continue to offer a 50 megapixels primary camera, combined with a 12 megapixels ultra-wide sensor. The 10 megapixels selfie camera is also anticipated to be preserved on the Z Flip 8. As the newspaper properly notes, while Samsung may upgrade some features of the sensors, it's not expected to bring big changes to the photography experience. The book-style foldable is also likely to include a larger battery pack and a lighter body. Foldables are quietly but surely developing a name for themselves in the business. While book-style foldables like the Z Fold 7 cost an outrageous amount, devices like the Z Flip series and other flip-style foldables provide a compact option at a considerably lower price point. While the lack of a telephoto sensor would be a letdown for camera enthusiasts, it's an acceptable choice considering Samsung's cost-related concerns. By comparison, the firm hopes to offer some big changes to the Z Fold 8's cameras this summer, with an enhanced 50 megapixels ultra-wide unit slated to be featured. The book-style foldable is also likely to include a larger battery pack and a lighter body. We are currently approaching the halfway mark of Samsung's foldable smartphone release cycle, with the Z Flip 7 and the Flip 7 FE launching just 6 months ago. With another 6 months to go before the Z Flip 8's projected arrival, provided Samsung doesn't depart from the regular July release timeline, there's still some mystery surrounding the flip-style foldable. Galaxy Club also alludes to rumors of Samsung trying to preserve the same $1,100 price tag for the entry-level Z Flip 8 later this summer. This practically suggests big hardware upgrades may be out of the equation, with this recent rumor on the camera hardware also pointing in the same way. Samsung is anticipated to outfit the Z Flip 8 with its Exynos 2600 chipset. While not much is known about its performance, the 2nm CPU is projected to bring considerable performance enhancements over the Exynos 2500, which powers the Z Flip 7. This contradicts a prior claim that indicated Samsung may produce a 2nm version of the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Samsung appears to be keeping to its customary calendar, with the Galaxy Z Fold 8 and Z Flip 8 projected for a July delivery. Although the firm is keeping its formal plans under wraps for now, the momentum is mounting. In the meanwhile, all eyes are on 25 February, which experts predict will see the launch of the flagship Galaxy S26 series. Expectations for the Z Fold 8 suggest a move towards a slimmer, lighter design without compromising on power. The tablet is believed to offer a superior camera array, faster top-up speeds, and ongoing S Pen compatibility. Internally, the Fold 8 is projected to employ the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 across all markets. However, the Z Flip 8 might see a regional split using the Exynos 2600. One of the most anticipated updates is a rise to the 5000 mAh battery on the Fold 8, delivering a welcome leap in endurance over the regular 4400 mAh, while the Flip 8 looks poised for a more gradual battery update. These GSMA files often surface approximately 6 to 9 months ahead of a product's release, coinciding neatly with the late summer window Samsung customarily reserves for its unpacked events, barring any production difficulties. Samsung is also continuing its familiar code method, utilizing Q for fold devices and B for flip models. Following on from the Q7 and B7, these new Q8 and B8 designations clearly reflect the Z Fold 8 and Z Flip 8. So far, we've learned that the Z Flip 8 may be 10% thinner and lighter than its predecessor. This could be among its primary strengths, especially considering the suspected paucity of enhancements in other areas. Which of these enhancements are you most eager for? The Fold's enormous battery leap or the Flip's smaller design? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to press that subscribe button for more tech updates.